friends, I am Dr. Shilpa Naik and welcome to my channel Urban Oasis. It is April month and April is the month of trees. You must have seen trees blossoming all over the roadsides, the gardens and everywhere. Along with the native trees, you must have seen jacarandas, gulmohars, and the trees are in their best costumes as if to welcome the summer. The native trees which we see flowering around, blossoming to their fullest are Lagerstroemia speciosa first. It is the state flower of Maharashtra. Lagerstroemia has lot of different coloring flowers, pink, purple, reds, and it is also called the pride of India actually. Then you see Cassia fistula or the golden shower flower. It is the state flower of Kerala. And lovely blossoms are seen, golden blossoms. Actually, because of the unseasonal rains and all, it has blossomed just in April this year. Usually in mid-May it blossoms, the amalthas or golden shower plant. Then you see Saraka Asoka, which is the state flower of Odisha. It is blossoming since February. The rain tree, Shirish, which it is called in Marathi, and the flame of forest, the bright flame of forest, the Butea monosperma. It is the state flower of UP, MP, and Jharkhand. Butea monosperma is also called Palas in Marathi or Palash in Hindi. The Battle of Plassey, you must have heard everyone in our history of India. The Plassey is derived from the name of this plant, Palash. In Bengali, Palash means Palashi, which is derived from Sanskrit. And there is abundance of Palash plants in West Bengal where the Battle of Plassey took place. And the British of East India Company referred to it as Plassey. So the name Plassey derived from Palash. Few trees are very drought resistant and they need very less maintenance. They have been here in India since years and they have medicinal value. Most of them references you can find in Charak Samhita, which is referred for Ayurveda medicine. And all these native plants have developed certain special relationship with all the living things around like birds, animals, insects, even soil bacteria, fungi and so many. They have so much of biodiversity inside, outside, around them. The birds, the animals use them. The birds use the trees, big trees to perch. They become the perching sites for the birds. Animals make their houses in the tree. Even the life cycle of many of the living birds, animals and many living things revolve around the life cycle of plants, the seasons, the blossoming period. Some native plants like the rohida, which is the state flower of Rajasthan, it is now becoming very endangered. It is comparatively a short tree which we can conserve in our gardens. So we can try to conserve all these native trees and shrubs in our gardens. So I will tell you about the 8 native perennial flowering shrubs which we can conserve. We can plant them in our garden. This is Asparagus racemosus climber. It is very thorny. It is also called shatavari in Marathi and it is a medicinal shrub. It is very thorny, so you have to plant it in a corner. This is 4 years old nearly plant and now it has given new leaves. In December all the leaves are shed after the flowering and now the new leaves start. Asparagus has tuberous and fibrous roots. I harvest tuberous roots. I'll show every year I harvest tuberous roots. You can plant it in a small pot and harvest the tuberous roots. In around July I harvest them. Asparagus racemosus is really pest resistant. It has very tiny flowers and the blossoming is usually in December. Asparagus is found all over India, even in Himalayas. And due to harvesting, lot of harvesting, destructive harvesting, it is endangered in its natural habitat. So we should plant this in our gardens. And this is a native plant. So see, in September, August, the scaly breasted munias, which are also native birds of India, they build their nest inside this in around August, September, and just before the plant totally dries, the leaves are shed, the munia's breeding season is over, they just vanish off in December. So the life cycle of scaly breasted munias, these birds, is so much associated with this shatavari or Asparagus racemosus plant. The scaly breasted munias also tried building their nest in my cypress plants. I have shown that in my reel. It was destroyed actually by some other larger birds. So see, these native plants are so much suitable. They have all the thorns, and I think that provides them the protection. There are many varieties of Lagerstroemia. Lagerstroemia speciosa has big trees, medium-sized trees, small trees. This is Lagerstroemia black diamond species. The color of the leaves are blackish like, and the flowers are red or they can be white also. They look very beautiful against this background. Lagerstroemia prefers sunny, warmer climate, and it is very low maintenance. The blossoming period of Lagerstroemia is extended. It flowers for a long time. The flowering starts in summer, and this is a very low maintenance plant. It becomes a beautiful shrub on the top. Bushy appearance looks very beautiful of this Lagerstroemia. Lagerstroemia is cultivated most in many parts of the world, and we find in India mostly in Western Ghats, even in Assam, in West. Now let us look at the third shrub, native shrub, flowering shrub, which is very much suitable, which is very low maintenance, very easy to grow, and that is Helicteris isora, or it is also called murud sheng in Marathi. This is used in traditional medicine. The flowers are so pretty orange. They are mostly on the stem, near the stem, in clusters, and when the flowers is drying, it becomes blue in color. They come in clusters, the buds. Helicteris isora is also called Indian screw tree because after the flower dries, the fruits are in spiral twisted way. So I will show this of last year. Helicteris isora is very useful shrub, medicinal shrub to have in your garden. It attracts pollinators, and mainly it attracts birds like hummingbirds, maina, common maina. Barber shrub you should have in your garden is Asystasia gangetica. It is ever flowering. It flowers all year round. Mostly in summer it flowers a lot, and it is very easy to grow. It propagates by the stems. The flowers are beautiful purple or white. You get variegated variety also, variegated leaves. It is very easy to propagate the plant through a stem cutting. It looks lovely in hanging baskets also because it spreads a lot, so you have to control it and keep trimming the plant. It is also used as a vegetable in Uganda, Kenya. So you can use this as a ground cover. In Southeast Asia, this is used as a ground cover. It is nutritious for, grows very fast, and it can be grown in full sun or partial sun. The fifth beautiful shrub you can have in your garden is the ever flowering Crossandra infundibuliformis, or it is also called firecracker plant or aboli in Marathi. You get this aboli now in very different colors. You get in yellow, white, This is a very low maintenance and it self seeds itself. You get flowers nearly all over the year, but in summer you get more flowers. You can grow Crossandra along with some other plants also, like shrimp, or I have grown this along with Barleria, cristata, so it looks full. The sixth shrub you can easily plant in your garden is Barleria cristata, which is purple in color, the tubular flowers, and it is very low maintenance. It is a perennial shrub. It needs full sun, so you need to cut branches. It reseeds itself and it is very easy to grow. It can be invasive at times. You can use it as a hedge plant. It is very hardy, very tough and long bloom period. It also attracts butterflies, no pest problems at all. You get different colors in Barleria. I will show my full blossoming Barleria cristata. The seventh shrub which you can have in your garden is Murraya paniculata. This grows as a small shrub. It can grow tall also. The leaves are glossy, and see now it is budding. It gives flowers all over the year. Murraya paniculata is also called Kunti in Marathi, Kamini in Hindi, and orange jasmine in English commonly. It is a very hardy plant, low maintenance. The flowers have sweet fragrance which attracts butterflies, bees, pollinators. It is very useful plant for hedging or for creating a partition. All the shrubs, 7 shrubs, are native to India, and the last shrub which you should definitely have in your terrace garden or garden, any garden, is Nyctanthes arbor, or it is also called Parijat in Marathi, or night flowering jasmine. It is the state flower of West Bengal, and this has a cultural significance. It is considered to be very auspicious in Hindu mythology. Only Parijat, night flowering jasmine flowers, can be picked up from the soil and offered to God. See, the flowers will open in the night and they will fall down at the dusk. When the first rays of sun come up, the flowers will fall down. Its flowers, leaves have lot of medicinal use in Ayurveda also. It is an ideal plant for sunny balconies. You can easily grow from cuttings. So friends, add beauty to your garden by having all these perennial, flowering, native plants to your garden, and create awareness about all these native plants among your family and friends also. These can be conversation starters. So friends, please like, subscribe to my channel and comment on what native plants you have in your garden. See you next week. Till then, happy gardening with Urban Oasis. Thank you.